Hey everybody, 'tis I, Michael A. Grimm, aka the Multi-Voice. I have many voices, but one opinion. And today, this is gonna be a bit of a heads up to you guys. I'm gonna be in a hiatus for like 2 weeks because I'm gonna be doing some roleplay for the army, and it's gonna be on the night shift, so I may not have time to do any reviews during the day. And and what video you're watching here today is something brand new that I've been working on for like 3 days. This here is what I call multi-voice riff. And for those of you who don't know what that means, riff is where you take a movie and you voice over the movie, where you make wisecracking jokes and everything, like the guys from Mystery Science Theater 3000. They take cheesy public domain movies and make jokes and wisecracks while they're playing the movie. So I wanted to do my own version, so I decided to do a riff of a movie that I always wanted to do the riff of ever since I was a little kid, which is Night of the Living Dead. So for those of you who wants to see me riff the very first zombie movie ever made, created by George A. Romero, well, this is it. So enjoy the video, enjoy my riffs, and see you soon. Night of the Living Dead in no, wait, it's not in color, it's in black and white. Sorry, folks, couldn't get the one in color. What is up with that music they're playing? It makes me feel like I'm watching a sci-fi movie. Oh no, wait, it's a zombie movie, so of course it's sci-fi. Duh. Although it kind of makes me think I'm listening to a space horror movie. Look out! You're gonna hit the camera! Oh, wait for the title drop, damn it! George A. Romero, one of the most legendary directors of all time. Independent, no less. For a moment, I thought that car hit the camera. My mistake. Now make a right, and then go straight on until you see CVS, and then make a left. And there you find the pet cemetery. Hey look, evangelism! Flush those kids and their BB guns! I don't think they use BB guns. Buckshots! You ever wonder how many dead people are in this cemetery? All of them. That's why you don't see anybody else. Of course, George A. Romero's the director. He's the one who directed this movie. And I'll tell you one thing. If he didn't make this movie, nobody never got into the whole night, dawn, and day, land, and survival of the dead craze as they are now.
They ought to make the day the time changes the first day of summer.
What?
And you should have fixed that wig of yours,
8 o'clock and
ma'am.
it's still
You look
light.
ridiculous.
A lot of good the extra daylight does us. Now, we've still got a 3-hour drive back. We're not going to be home until
So you
after
guys
midnight.
took a 3-hour
Well, if it
drive
really bugged you,
to the
Johnny, you
cemetery,
wouldn't do it.
and you're going to take a
You
3-hour
don't
drive
wanna blow
back.
Sunday on a
Where you
scene
from,
like
Chicago?
that? You know, I figure we're either going to have to move Mother out here or move the grave into Pittsburgh.
She can't make
Or
a
do
trip
like they did with the
this.
poltergeist. They moved the headstones, but they didn't move the bodies!
Is there any of that candy left?
No.
Look at this thing. We still remember. I don't. You know, I don't even
Hey,
remember
pal,
what the man
show some
looks
respect.
Johnny,
I
it
still
takes
send
you
flowers to
5
my
minutes.
grandma when it's
Like.
her
Yeah,
birthday.
5 minutes to put the wreath on the grave and 6 hours to drive back and forth. Mother wants to remember, so we trot 200 miles into the country and she stays at home.
Well, we're here, John, all right?
Test. We're back on. Oh. Ladies and
Hey,
gentlemen, We're coming back on the air after an interruption due to technical problem.
Hey, don't turn off the radio. I wanted to know if the shadow's gonna come on.
There's nothing wrong with the radio. Must have been the station.
Which row is it in?
You're about to enter Tales from the Dark Side. This is Night of the Living Dead, jerk. Oh, sorry. Wrong show.
Well, there's no one around.
Well, it's late. If you'd gotten up earlier.
Oh, look, I already lost an hour's sleep on the time change.
I think you complain just to hear
Okay,
yourself
just by
talk.
hearing that guy, all I'm hearing is
There it
I wonder what happened to the one from last year. Each year we spend good money on these things. We come out here and the one from last year's gone.
Well, the flowers die, and the caretaker or somebody takes them away.
Yeah, a little spit and polish. You can clean this up.
Spit and polish.
Sell
Don't
it
you mean
next year.
spit shine?
Wonder how many times we bought the same one. Hey, come on, Barb. Church was this morning, huh?
Why is it that every single horror movie there always be a lightning sound somewhere? But I never expect rain. It never rains in that movie. Just some homeless guy walking about the cemetery.
Hey, I mean,
Dude,
praying's
why
for
are you
church,
putting
huh?
on your gloves?
Come on.
Are you expecting to strangle your
I
sister?
haven't seen you in church lately.
Well, there's not much sense in my going to church. Do you remember one
Blasphemer.
time when we were small, we were out here? It was from right over there. I jumped out at you from behind the tree, and Grandpa got all excited, and he shook his fist at me, and he said, "Boy, you'll be damned to hell."
And son, boy, you
Remember
will
that?
be damned
Right
to
over
hell
there.
if you don't shut the hell up!
Well, you used to really be scared here.
Johnny,
You're still afraid.
stop it now. I mean it.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
No,
Stop it.
they're coming
You're
to
ignorant.
get you,
They're
Johnny.
coming for you, Barbara.
Stop it. You're acting like a child.
They're
Sooner
coming
or
for
later,
you.
that boy will be damned to hell.
There comes one of them now.
Hey, why are you
He'll
picking
hear
on an
you.
old man who's
Here he
just
comes
walking around
now.
the cemetery
I'm getting
trying
out
to
of
find my wife?
Johnny.
Ah! Jade Steen! Or is it Charles Starkweather? I get those confused. Hey, what are you picking on me for? I just want to give the girl a hug. Look like Johnny is about going one-on-one with this old man zombie here. He got it okay, but what a fight, boy. Gee, that's got a height. Old zombie with fatality. Hey, man, I'm sorry what I did to your brother. Do you got any spare change? Come on, I'm just asking for some spare change. I'm down on my luck. Come on, miss, don't let me follow you all the way to the car.
Oh, my damn heels. It's the last time I wear high heels. Damn, Johnny got the keys.
Oh, lock the door. That will kid him out. Lock the gate. Please let me in so I can get your spare change. Now you gotta let me in the other door, or I'm gonna bust through it. So I get some spare change from you.
Leave me alone, I don't have any spare change.
Give me your spare change!
That's it. I'm going neutral.
Hey, no joyriding! Let me in, so I can join with you.
Oh, thank God. I hope he never follows me. I hope I don't get hit by something. Oh, damn it! That's gotta be the slowest zombie I've ever met.
Hey lady, come back. I want to see your license and registration.
Marco!
Hello?
Marco!
Hello?
Marco!
Hello?
Marco!
Hello?
Well, she may not be the fast runner, but at least she might be the inspiration for the bionic woman. Huh, there's a gas machine, but does anybody ever have a house with a gas machine next to their lawn? Help! Let me in! Let me in! I'm being chased by some Summer 5 hobo! You killed my brother! There's gotta be some way to get inside the house. Now, let's see. Maybe if I can find a skeleton key under the porch or something. There! Finally made it. Home sweet home. Hello? Is anybody home? Ooh, a knife. That would scare him. I see some old lady didn't get done with her knitting. Gee, shot, jump scares! How spooky.
Oh, come on, lady. Let me in. I'll be your friend. Let me in. Damn clothesline. Does anybody use any dryers anymore?
Hello, this is your telephone company. The lines are dead right now, so if you want to make a call, well, you're crap out of luck, man. Hey, what'd I say, stupid? The lines are dead!
Hey, I'm still here, lady. So what about the spare change? Give me some, I'll leave you alone.
Hey, Ghoulie, what's going on here?
This lady won't give me any spare change.
Not gonna give me any spare change? That's too bad.
Okay, I'm getting out of here. I had enough of this. Skeletor! Okay, I had enough. I'm scramming out of this freaky circus.
Our hero, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, sir. Do you have any spare change? And if not, can you ask this lady if she has any?
It's all right. Don't worry about him. I can handle him. Probably be a lot more of them as soon as they find out about us.
Hi, I'm Barbara, and you are?
This pump out here is locked. Is there a key? We can try to get out here if we can get some gas. Is there a key?
I just told that stupid woman the lines are dead.
I suppose you've tried this.
No crap, Sherlock.
Do you live here?
No, I just got here until I saw Skeletor up there.
Where's He-Man?
We've got to get out of here. We have to get to where there's some other people. Maybe we better take some food. I'll see if I can find some food.
Okay, can somebody get the mop so they can clean up all the ketchup on the ground and on top of the stairs? Man, this barber girl's in a daze. Never focus and know what's the problem going on. This is why I like the barber from the remake by Tom Savini.
What's happening?
What's happening?
What's
Look like
happening?
somebody who riz from the dead and start biting people and they become one of them and start turning everybody into zombies. What do you think? Well, since these zombies are incapable of driving, they cannot steal the car, but they're destroying the headlights, so I guess they hate lights.
There are two of them out there. Have you seen any more around here? I can take care of those two.
I
I know you're afraid, but we have
Better rely on this lady.
don't know. What's happening?
Boogie, boogie, boogie.
Oh, I forgot math. I forgot my first date. Now I don't remember the name of my dog.
Hey, buddy, I'm here to get a ride here. Why are you beating up my friend here? Dang, now I forgot algebra. I forgot the history. Oh.
Big cat zombie Pee Wee Herman, ready to eat some brains, ha
Now I can tell whacking zombies in the head with a tire iron took a lot out of you, doesn't it? Time for you to go save that girl from the zombie Pee Wee Herman.
Oh, come on, guys, ha
Hello, sir.
I'm getting kind of peckish. How about I nibble your ear? Oh, come on, man, that's starving.
Now the world is rid of Pee Wee Herman. Good riddance.
Huh, a zombie in his pajamas. He must have woken up dead.
Oh, my eyes! Oh!
I see you brought your friends this time.
They know we're in here now.
Alas, poor Pee Wee Herman. He was my childhood icon. Wait a minute, is it me, or did we just saw his eyes close when he collapsed?
Don't look at
Did I saw it move? Where she got eyes, she gotta look at something. Wait a minute, is that Keith Sutherland over there? Nope, my mistake, not Keith Sutherland. Huh, who'd have thought that the zombie blood would be flammable? Unless he has a bomb.
Fire bad!
Get some more lights on in this house.
Oh yeah, sure, turn on all the lights, like moth to a flame. Hey, he's got the hammer. Now it's hammer time. Didn't your mother ever teach you not to play with a knife? Ooh, Lipton tea bag. I should go for a cup of tea right about now.
Why don't you see if you can find some wood, some boards, something there by the fireplace, something we can nail this place up.
Well, come on, lady, move your ass.
Oh, God damn.
Yeah, is that like goddamn? Cool.
I know you're afraid. I'm afraid too. But we have to try to board the house up together. Now, I'm going to board up the windows and the doors.
If you want to live.
You understand? We'll be all right here. We'll be all right here until someone comes to rescue us. But we'll have to work together. You'll have to help me. Now, I want you to go in and get some wood so I can board the place up. Do you understand? Okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
get some wood and some wood. Burn wood. What was it? Now, if this is Barbara from the Tom Savini version of Night of the Living Dead, she really does help. God, those jerks just killed Pumbaa. Well, Kuna Matata. Does anybody besides me think that music box are now getting kind of eerie lately? I mean, I've been hearing a lot of horror movies where they always have a music box, and they always sound so eerie. Well, he is bringing down the door. Wood the board up. Well, at least that's one thing she did. Got some wood for the fire to use to board up the place. on, Barbara. Put some strength into it.
Not that strong. Here, I want you to pick out some nails. Pick out the biggest ones you can find. There, this room looks pretty secure. If we have to, we can run in here and board up the doors. Won't be long before those things will be back pounding their way in here. They're afraid now.
Afraid, you say? Well, remember what they say. The only thing to fear is
They're
fear
afraid of
itself.
fire. I found that out. You know a place back down the road called Beekman's? Beekman's Diner?
Ooh! Story time.
Anyhow, that's where I found that truck I have out there. There's a radio in the truck. I had jumped in to listen to it when a big gasoline truck came screaming right across the road with, it must have been 10, 15 of those things chasing after it, grabbing and holding on. Now, I didn't see them at first. I could just see that the truck was moving in a funny way. And those things were catching up to it. The truck went right across the road. Slammed on my brakes to keep from hitting it myself. It went right through the guardrail. I guess the driver must have cut off the road into that gas station by Beekman's Diner. It went right through the billboard, ripped over a gas pump, and never stopped moving. By now, it's like a moving bonfire. Didn't know if the truck was going to explode or what. Could still hear the man screaming.
You know, sir, your story would be very more interesting if it wasn't for those freaking crickets chirping everywhere.
I looked back at the diner to see if there was anyone there who could help me. It was when I noticed that the entire place had been encircled. There wasn't a sign of life left except... By now there were no more screams.
Yep, no more screams,
I realized
except those freaking crickets again.
I was alone with 50 or 60 of those things, just standing there, staring at me.
Maybe because you said you're a vegan and the zombies are meteors.
I started to drive. I just plowed right through them.
Like a bug in a windshield.
They didn't move. They didn't run or... just stood there, staring at me. Just wanted to crush them. They scattered through the air like bugs.
I guess you must have met those bug zombie hybrids.
We were riding in the cemetery. Johnny and me. Johnny.
Okay, Barbara, you don't have to tell us your story. We already seen it in the beginning.
To put a wreath on my father's grave. Johnny, and he said, "Can I have some candy, Barbara?"
Does he want some candy? What is he, 5?
We didn't have any. And... oh, it's hot in here.
Yeah, go ahead, take your coat off since you are burning up anyway.
And he said, "Oh, it's late. Why did we start so late?"
Yada, 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 blah, blah,
Johnny,
blah. Come and get your Barbara.
If you'd gotten up
just
earlier,
skip it, will ya?
We wouldn't be late. Johnny asked me if I were afraid. And I said, "I'm not afraid, Johnny."
Not as I
And then
remembered it.
this man
I mean, I
started
remember he
walking
said
up
that
the
he'd talk
road.
about his dad waving his fist at him and saying,
He
"Boy,
came
you'll be damned to
slowly.
hell!" And you kept telling him
And
to
Johnny
stop
kept
it.
teasing me and saying, "He's coming to get you, Barbara."
Yeah, but instead
I
they
laughed
came in
at
to
him
get
and said,
him
"Johnny,
instead,
stop it."
instead of you, Barbara.
And then Johnny ran away. And I went up to this man, and I was going to apologize.
The only reason
Why
why
don't you
Ben
just
here
keep
is
calm?
still working
And I
while
looked
she
up
keeps on going, I think it's
and I
because
said,
her
"Could
story
he-"
is so boring he decided to get back to work.
And he grabbed me. He grabbed me, and he ripped at me. He held me, and he ripped at my clothes.
I think you should just calm down.
Yeah, tell her to
Oh,
calm down
I
before she
screamed,
starts chewing the scenery. I'm starting to see the
Johnny,
scenery
help
between her
me.
teeth.
Oh, help me. And he wouldn't let me go. He ripped.
Ripped at you?
And then
I mean,
Johnny came and he
your
ran
coat don't
and
even look like
he-
it's all torn up.
He fought this man. And I got so afraid. I ran. And Johnny didn't come.
Well, isn't it obvious,
got-
Barbara? He's
We had
pushing
to
up
wait for
daisies.
Johnny.
I guess you didn't remember his head getting bashed by a headstone.
Maybe we better go out and get him. We have to go out and get Johnny. He's out there. Please, don't you hear me? We've got to go out and get him. Please! We have got to go get Johnny!
Johnny is
Please
dead!
help me.
Shut up!
Please!
Look, don't you know what's going on out there? This is no Sunday school picnic.
Don't you understand? My brother is alone!
Your brother is dead.
No! My brother is not dead! Oh. Oh.
K.O. Now my turn. I want to get a whack at her. In case for those of you who thinks that this is kind of harsh, bear in mind she was being delusional. Duh. Anybody who's delusional deserve a punch in the face. You know, my grandma had a radio like that, but sadly it didn't work because somehow something got into it and destroyed it, so we had to throw it in the dumpster.
Because of the obvious threat to untold numbers of citizens, and because of the crisis which is even now developing, this radio station will remain on the air day and night. This station and hundreds of other radio and TV stations throughout
Man,
this
this
part of the
news is
country
boring.
are
How
pooling
about
their
we switch into
resources
some
through an emergency
hip-hop
network
song
hookup
or some
to keep
old
you
classic
informed
rock,
of all
dude?
developments. At this hour, we repeat, these are the facts as we know them. There is an epidemic of mass murder being committed by a virtual army of unidentified assassins. The murders are taking place in villages, cities, rural homes, and suburbs with no apparent pattern or reason for the slayings. It seems to be a sudden, general explosion of mass homicide. We have some
Sudden explosion
descriptions
of
the
mass
assassins.
homicide.
Eyewitnesses say
So
they are
what
ordinary-looking
exactly
people.
is,
Some
how
say
bad
they
is
appear
this
to be in
mass
a
of this
kind
homicide?
trance. Others describe them as being
So, let's see how's it going in the zombie outside world.
So, at this point, there is no really authentic way
Yeah,
to say who
same
or
as
what to
always,
look for
walking
and guard
around
yourself
decaying
against.
like they don't have a
Mischievous
brain
monsters.
and the only thing they want to do
Reaction
is
of law enforcement officials is one of complete bewilderment at this hour. So far, we have
Well, he found
been
more wood for the
unable
fire.
to determine that any kind of organized investigation is yet underway. Police, sheriff's deputies, and emergency ambulances are literally deluged with calls for help. And the scene can best be described as mayhem. Mayors of Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, and Miami, along with the governors of several eastern and midwestern
Hey,
states,
what do you think he's gonna do with that sofa?
Guard may be mobilized at any moment, but that has not happened as yet.
Oh no, you're not gonna set that chair on fire. I really like that chair. Jerk.
Private citizens to stay in their homes behind locked doors. Do not venture outside for any reason until the nature of this crisis has been determined and until we can advise what course of action to take. Keep listening to radio and TV
Oh, I guess that's one way you can make a torch. Take one of the legs out of the table, and then grab one of the curtains, wrap it around, put some lighter fluid on it, and light it.
However, in
I
spite
think
of
you
this
must have learned that
urging
from
and warning,
MacGyver.
streets and highways are packed with frantic people trying to reach their families or apparently to flee just anywhere. We repeat, the safest course of action at this time is simply to stay where you are.
Okay, you zombies. Hot seat coming up. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno, yeah. A lot of people used to say those zombies are kind of silent, but you're gonna hear them go all, fire, batter.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I know they
we
didn't
just
say
received
that,
word
but
that the president has
somebody's
called a
gotta
meeting of
imagine
his
this.
cabinet to deal with the sudden epidemic of murder which has seized the eastern third of this nation. The meeting is
time to
scheduled
board
convene
all the
within
windows
hour.
up,
Members of the
like
presidential
expecting a
cabinet will
huge
be joined
tornado.
by officials of the FBI and joint chiefs behind closed doors. The White House spokesman, in announcing this conference,
There,
says there
nice
will be an
and
official
tight.
announcement as soon as possible following that meeting. This is the latest dispatch just received in our newsroom. Latest word also from
I
National
bet you
Press
felt
Services
bad,
in
knock her
Washington,
out.
D.C.
How about giving
tells
her a
us that
kiss
the
so she can wake
emergency
up?
Presidential conference, which we've just mentioned, will include high-ranking scientists from the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. That's the extent of
Oh
this latest
boy,
word.
something's coming up. I have a gut feeling.
The FBI, the Joint Chiefs of Staff and scientists from NASA within the hour. All radio and TV stations throughout this part of the country, including the one to which you're listening, have joined their facilities
Wakey,
in an
wakey,
emergency
eggs and
network
bakey.
to bring you this
Or
news
to my
as it
term,
develops.
life at
We urge you
stake.
to stay tuned to radio and TV and to stay indoors.
Relax, Barbara.
at
You just
all
had a
costs.
love tap.
Late reports reaching this newsroom tell of frightened people seeking refuge in churches, schools, and government buildings, demanding shelter and protection from the wholesale murder which apparently is engulfing much of the nation. Law enforcement officials are at a loss to explain or, even at this hour, even to theorize about the reasons.
Well, from all that hammering, it might be very exhausting hammering all those nails just to board up the windows and doors.
T.K. Dunmore of Camden, North Carolina.
That's right, Ben. Take a break. You deserve it. Have a smoke break before the anti-smoke people tell you not to smoke because it's deadly for your health.
We don't know what kind of murder-happy characters we have here. End quote. This Chief Dunmore of Camden, North Carolina. So far, the only descriptions, the only clues anyone has of the killers come from frightened witnesses of some of the slayings. These eyewitness accounts variously describe the murder.
Huh, I always thought there's always skeletons in the closet.
Monsters, people who look like they're in a trance, and things that look like people.
Shoes. Let's get some shoes for Barbara because she's been running around barefoot lately.
Had been torn apart. This whole ghastly story began developing 2 days ago with the report of the slaying of a family of 7 in their.
Oh wow, a gun! I wonder if it's loaded. Do some target practice.
Killings began snowballing in a reign of terror which has hopscotched in an erratic, disconnected manner throughout much of the eastern and midwestern United States. Efforts to keep track of the murder.
Yeah, there's gotta be some bullets somewhere.
On the map seem to indicate a general spreading from the extreme southeastern United States to the north and west. Our newsmen have been on the telephone talking with officials in other
It's not
cities,
often that you
and
see
they
somebody
determined
have a
that
bunch of
none
bullets
this
inside of a shoebox.
has yet been reported west of the Mississippi River, except in the extreme southeastern portion of Texas. Similar killings have been reported around the Houston and Galveston areas, but nothing like.
I found a gun and some bullets out there.
It was only late yesterday
Oh,
that
and
it
these.
first became clear we were facing some kind of national emergency. When first
she's
reports
still in a
began filtering
daze.
in, newsmen and law enforcement agencies were of the
There,
opinion
This place is
Cinderella,
boarded
you
up
can
pretty
go to the
solid
ball.
now.
in nature. However, as these
We ought to be all right here
reports
for a while.
increased dramatically, it was soon apparent that
We have
this
the
was
gun
something
and
more than the
bullets.
usual run of lawlessness.
Food and the radio.
Officials began to suspect an
I
obscure
bet he's
kind
the
of
inspiration for
Sooner or
all
later
the
someone
survivors in most of
bound to come and
those
get us out.
horror movies, where they always have a guy who's a
So again,
survivalist.
we join with law enforcement agencies in urging you to seek shelter in a building. Lock the doors and windows securely.
Hey, that's us. We're doing all right.
Be cautious of any suspicious strangers. And keep tuned to your radio and television for survival instructions and further details of this continuing story.
Look, I don't know if you're hearing me,
Goes on in the absence of any law.
but I'm going upstairs now.
It's almost as though some critical balance of
If anything should try to break in here, I can hear it from up there. I'll be down to take care of it.
savage killers. We repeat, this radio station.
Everything is all right for now. I'll be back to reinforce the windows and doors later.
Ben, what
But you'll
about
be
the
all right
window
for now,
behind
okay?
you?
Here is
Okay.
just received. Dateline on this report Civil defense officials in Cumberland have told newsmen that murder victims show evidence of having been partially devoured by their murderers.
Well, time to move that lady on the side. I mean, nobody don't want to see her skeleton face again. Oh, that Whooper reel. Her face is in a skull.
Consistent reports from witnesses to the effect that people who acted as though they were in a kind of trance
Man, the radio's
were
being
killing
so boring.
and eating their victims.
Let's see if John
prompted
Hannity's
authorities
on.
to examine the bodies of some of the victims. Medical authorities in Cumberland have concluded that in all cases, the killers are eating the flesh.
They are eating
of
the
people they
flesh,
murdered.
not sucking your
Repeating
blood.
this latest bulletin, just received moments ago from Cumberland, Maryland, civil defense authorities have told newsmen that murder victims show evidence of having been partially devoured by their murderers.
That's what
Medical
happens to
examination
people
of
if they
victims'
keep
bodies
sniffing bath
shows
salts.
conclusively that the killers are eating the flesh of the people they kill. And so this incredible story
Hey,
becomes
they forgot to
more
say,
ghastly with each
removing
report.
the
It's
head
difficult
or
to imagine
destroying
such
the
a thing actually
brain.
happening, but these are the reports we have been receiving and passing on to you, reports which have been verified as completely as is possible in this confused situation. It is happening.
Thank you,
It
Thing.
would appear that no one is safe from this wave of mass murder.
Time to kick some butt. Ah, forget it. It's just some normal people.
Hold it! Don't shoot! We're from town.
Hey, young Don Rickles.
Pennsylvania, the Butler County Sheriff has verified that reports of
Hey,
murder
Don,
victims
change the channel. See what kind of
partially
music we can
eaten
listen
by their
to.
slayers is true. No further details available at this time. However,
How long you guys been down there? I could use some help up here.
That's the cellar. It's the safest place.
You mean you didn't hear the racket we were making up here?
How are we supposed to know what was
just
going
like
on?
Don Rickles,
Could've been
acting
those
like a
things for
jerk,
all
you
we knew.
big dummy.
That girl was screaming. Sure, you must know what a girl screaming sounds like. Those things don't make any noise.
I bet
would
they
know somebody
assumed
that
it was
needed help.
Siren Head.
Look, it's kind of hard to hear what's going on.
Hey, young
down
Joaquin
there.
Phoenix.
We thought we could hear
with
screams,
sweat on
but
his shirt.
For all we knew, that could have meant those things were in the house afterward.
And you wouldn't come up and help.
Well, if there were more,
The racket sounded like the place was being ripped apart. How were we supposed to know what was going on?
Now, wait a minute. You just got finished saying you couldn't hear from down there. Now you say it sounded like the place was being ripped apart. It would be nice if you get your story straight, man.
All right, now you tell me. I'm not going to take that kind of a chance when we got a safe place. We luck into a safe place, and you're telling us we got to risk our lives just because somebody might need help, huh?
Yeah, something like that.
all right, why don't we settle this?
Look, mister, we came up. Okay, we're here. Now I suggest we all go back downstairs before any of those things find out we're in here.
They can't.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have a fighting of survival here. We get Ben and Cooper, who looks like Don Rickles. Which one of them is right? Place your
Tell me they
bets.
can't get in here.
And I'm telling you, those things turned over our car. We were damn lucky to get away at all. Now you tell me those things can't get through this lousy pile of wood?
Hey, you better watch where you're pointing that machete there, mister. Jason will come over and rip your arm off.
Well, I still think we're better off up here.
We could strengthen everything up, Mr. Cooper.
With all of us working, we could fix this place up in no time. We have everything we need up here.
We can take all that stuff downstairs with us. Man, you're really crazy, you know that? You got 1,000,000 windows up here. All these windows, you're gonna make them strong enough to keep these things out, huh?
I told you those things don't have any strength. I smashed 3 of them and pushed another one out the door.
Did you hear me when I told you they turned over our car?
Oh, hell, any good 5 men can do that.
That's my point. Only there's not going to be 5 or even 10. There's going to be 20, 30, maybe 100 of those things. And as soon as they know we're here, this place is going to be crawling with them.
Well,
Something tells me that Mr. Cooper might be right.
Look,
I just wish he doesn't have to act like such a jackass
the
about
cellar,
it.
there's only one door.
Why is it that the
Just one door,
jackass
that's
turned out
all
to
we
be
have
right?
protect. Tom and I fixed it so it locks and boards from the inside. But up here, all these windows, why, we'd never know where they were going to hit us next.
You got a point, Mr. Cooper. But down in the cellar, there's no place to run to. I mean, if they did get in, the back exit, we'd be done for. We can get out of here if we have to. And we got windows to see what's going on outside. But down there with no windows, if a rescue party did come, we wouldn't even know it.
But the cellar is the strongest place.
The cellar is a death trap.
Sorry for being so silent, folks. It's just, I just can't help listening over a good
You know how
argument.
many's out there?
Are they gonna kiss and make up at the end?
Look, you two can do whatever you like. I'm going back down to the cellar, and you better decide. Because I'm going to board up that door, and I'm not going to unlock it again no matter what happens.
Now, wait a minute, Mr. Cooper.
No, I'm not going to wait. I've made my decision, now you make yours.
Now, wait a minute. Let's think about this. We can make it to the cellar if we have to. And if we do decide to stay down there, we'll need some things from up here. So let's at least consider this a while.
If you box yourself in the cellar and those things get in the house, you've had it. At least up here you have a fighting chance.
And here are those things out there walking about.
Yeah, it looks like about 8 or 10 out there now.
There's more than there were. There are a lot out back, too.
Surprise, sucker!
Ooh, cutting their fingers off with a butcher knife. Like that's ever gonna help. I can hear my heart beating. Ha ha! You miss!
It's all right. It's all right.
Shoot him in the head! Now you're getting it. Well, here comes more. I did the cut on this scene because there was a naked female zombie on it, and I don't approve of nudity. I'm sorry, guys. Hey, this zombie's eating a bug. Now we know the origin of Beetlejuice.
You gotta fix these boards.
You're crazy. Those things are going to be in every window and door in this place. We've got to get down into the cellar.
Go down in your damn cellar. Get out of here!
Again, why is it always the jackass?
I'm taking the girl with me.
You leave her here. Keep your hands off her. And everything else that's up here, too. Because if I stay up here, I'm fighting for everything up here. And the radio and the food is part of what I'm fighting for. Now, if you're going down the cellar, get.
The man's insane. He's insane.
Well, it takes one to know one, you big dummy.
We've got a right.
This is your house.
We've got a right.
You going down there with him?
Well,
yes or no? This is your last chance. No beating around the bush.
Listen, I got a kid down there. She can't possibly. I couldn't bring her up here. She can't possibly take all the racket and those things smashing through the windows.
Well,
then put cotton or earplugs on her ears if she can't take the sound.
However, I am not stupid enough to follow you. It is tough for the kid. That old man is so stupid.
Hey, who you calling stupid, you big dummy?
You can be the boss down there. I'm boss up here.
You bastards.
Hey, watch your language. I already cut the naked zombie. Don't make me cut your tongue out.
Mr. Cooper, with your help, we could...
With my help.
Let him go, man. His mind is made up. Just let him go.
Well, I guess a big bowl of prune can help him that frown upside down.
Judy, come on up here, honey.
Raquel Welch? Nah, she ain't that buxom.
It's all right, honey. Go ahead.
You know, I hear a lot of people always say that not many people wanted to go down to the cellar, aka basement, because they always be so creepy down there.
There's lots of places we can run to up here. Mr. Cooper, we'd all be a lot better off if all three of us were working together.
Hey. Hey, kid.
Hello? Anybody home?
He's wrong.
Got a smoke?
I'm not boxing myself in down there.
Yeah, I think he can go box himself. Good evening. How's the patient?
Boarded up tight.
What about Tom and Judy?
They want to stay up there, let them.
At least they can have their privacy somewhere else.
There are two other people upstairs, a man and a girl.
We heard the screaming.
Yeah, but I didn't know who they were, and I wasn't about to...
Yeah, he's too much of a coward to know what's going on up there. That's his problem. Are you gonna hit her now? Hit her with your best shot, you big dummy.
Is she all right?
I don't know what it is. She feels warm. Maybe it's shock.
Where'd you get the bandage?
Some laundry in a basket. I tore a sheet.
Let them stay upstairs.
That feels good, doesn't
Let
it?
them.
Let the people up there,
Too many ways
let them
those
crying for
monsters
him
can get in up there.
like you're always right.
We'll
Not
see who's
everybody's
right.
always right.
We'll see when they come begging me to let them in down here.
That's important, isn't it?
What?
To be right, everybody else to be wrong.
What do you mean by that?
Yes, 'cause I'm always right, you Philistine. Yeah.
Does anyone up there know why we're being attacked?
Whatever it isn't just happening here. It's some kind of mass murder. It's going on everywhere.
Well, at least it ain't from
Radio said to
Texas
stay
with the
inside.
chainsaw.
Radio upstairs. I heard a news bulletin.
A radio? I'm gonna listen to Dr. Laura Schlesinger.
I know what I'm doing.
What did it say?
Nothing. Nothing. They don't know anything yet. There's mass murder everywhere, and people are supposed to look for a safe place to hide.
Take the boards
They're also
off that
talking about
door.
dogs and cats living together,
We are
mass
staying
hysteria.
down here, Helen.
Harry, that radio is at least some kind of communication. If the authorities know what's happening, well, they'll send people for us so they tell us what to do. How are we going to know what's going on if we lock ourselves in this dungeon?
Because I'm the dungeon master, that's why.
We may not enjoy living together.
Because you hog all the
Dying together
pillows.
isn't going to solve anything. Those people aren't our enemies.
Mr. Cooper! Mr. Cooper, Ben found a television set upstairs.
A TV? We can finish off Stranger Things.
Let's go up. Tom?
Yeah.
If
Worst
Judy would come
jump cut
downstairs for a
ever.
few minutes, Harry and I could come upstairs.
Okay, yeah, right away.
Can you ask her to bring some candy along with her? My daughter loves candy.
Look, honey, nothing's gonna get done with them down there and us up here. Do this for me.
Well, okay, as long as I keep my eye on the little girl.
Okay, open up.
That Don Rickles looking guy gives me the creeps.
I heard that, you big dummy.
Hard to believe that they had a child actress in this show, and all she has to do is just lay on that table there, and that's all she did throughout the whole darn movie.
Why don't you go upstairs now?
Yeah, go upstairs, see if South Park is on. Okay, kid, you want to hear a story? Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess and became the queen. The end. Now let's see. 1 hole on the doorly, 2 holes, 3
Her brother
holes,
was killed.
5 holes.
Hey, give me a hand with this thing.
Yeah, this TV's not a
I
flat
gotta go
screen,
help
so it's
Ben.
heavy as heck. Look at the camera, just look around. Not in the camera, look around. Well, since you're counting holes in a doily, I'm gonna sit down and have a smoke. Man, I need to find a way to introduce myself, but I don't know what to say. 99, 100. Gosh, everybody smokes in this movie. Oh, now I got your attention.
Fire
Don't be
bad.
afraid of me. I'm Helen Cooper, Harry's wife.
Fire bad. There, fire all gone. Happy?
This place is ridiculous. Look at this.
Ugh,
A million weak spots
everybody's
up
a
here.
critic. You know?
Give me one of those.
Her brother was killed.
Well, her brother's a big dummy anyway.
And they talk about these windows. I can't see a damn thing. There could be 15 million of those things out there. That's how much good these windows are.
Why don't you do something to help somebody?
And stop your bitching. Oh, good. Now we can watch South Park. No, Family Guy.
There's a
South
socket
Park.
over here.
Family Guy.
You better watch this and try to understand what's going on. I don't want anyone's life on my hands.
Is there anything I can do to
I don't want to hear any more from you, mister. If you stay up here, you take orders from me. And that includes leaving the girl alone.
It's on, it's on.
There's no sound. Play with the rabbit ears.
Reports, incredible as they seem, are not the results of mass hysteria.
Mass hysteria. What do they think? We're imagining all this? Shut up!
I have to listen to you nag one more time. Don't be surprised if I beat you to death with my shoe.
The eastern third of the nation is being committed by creatures who feast upon the flesh of their victims. First eyewitness accounts of this grisly development came from people who were understandably frightened and almost incoherent.
Hard to believe. Did you know that most people thought this was an actual event,
discounted
just like the
those
War of the
eyewitness
World story?
descriptions as being beyond belief. However, the reports persisted. The medical examinations of some of the victims bore out the fact that they had been partially devoured.
I hate to be devoured, partially.
I think we have some late word just arriving, and I'll interrupt to bring this to you. This is the latest disclosure in a report from National Civil Defense Headquarters in Washington. It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life and committing acts of murder.
Psst, you forgot to say removing the head or destroying the brain.
Funeral homes, morgues, and hospitals has concluded that the unburied dead are coming back to life and seeking human victims.
So they're not coming to get you,
It's
Barbara.
hard
They're
for
coming
us
to get
here
everybody.
Believe what we're reporting to you, but it does seem to be a fact.
Of course, the fact remain, and
When
yet if
this
the fact
emergency
remain,
first
the fact
began,
remains.
radio and television was advising people to stay inside, behind locked doors for safety. Well, that situation has now changed, and we're able to report a definite course of action for you. Civil defense machinery has been organized to provide rescue stations with food, shelter, medical treatment, and protection by armed National Guardsmen.
Don't forget about
Stay
the rescue
tuned to
rangers.
the broadcasting stations in your local area for this list of rescue stations. This list will be repeated throughout our news coverage. Look for the name of the rescue station nearest you and make your way to that
Hey,
location.
I've been to that fire
as
department
soon
once.
as possible.
My uncle works there.
So we have that truck. If we can get some gas, we can get out of here.
There's a pump out by the shed.
I know, that's why I pulled in here, but it's locked.
Called this afternoon by the president. Since convening this conference of the presidential cabinet, the FBI, the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the CIA has not produced any public information. Why are space experts
Something tells me
being
that guy had a
consulted about an
mustache once.
earthbound emergency? So far, all the betting on the answer to that question centers on the recent Explorer satellite shot to Venus.
Venus? The planet
That
Venus?
satellite,
Why does
you'll
it always have to
recall,
be Venus?
started back to Earth, but never got here. That's the space vehicle which orbited Venus and then was purposely destroyed by NASA when scientists discovered it was carrying a mysterious high-level radiation with it.
And there you have it,
Could that
folks. That's
radiation
what's
be
caused the
somehow
zombie
responsible for
plague.
wholesale murders we're
The
now
satellite from Venus had radiation
Newsman
and crashed on
Don
Earth.
Quinn in Washington
And everybody
has posed
thought
those
it was
questions.
the
obvious our best move is to try to get
that
out
was
of here.
frozen in the
How are you
Arctic.
going to get over to that pump?
Meeting at the White House.
Look!
You're coming
Or it's
from a
like
meeting
this,
regarding
politician
the
knew
explosion
about it,
of
so they
Venus
try to
probe, is
keep
that
it
right?
hush-hush until this whole thing
yes,
blows
that was
over.
the subject of the
Little
meeting.
did they
feel
know.
there is a connection between this and the
Politicians.
phenomenon.
What do they
There's
know?
a definite connection. A definite connection.
In other words, you feel that the radiation on the Venus probe is enough to cause these mutations?
There was a very high degree of radiation.
Well, just a minute. I'm not sure that that's certain at all. I don't think that has been
logical
irrefutably
explanation that
proved.
we have.
See what I mean? Hush, hush.
In other words, it is
What?
a
What?
viewpoint
Hush,
that
hush.
The radiation is not the cause of the mutation.
I can't speak for the entire military at this time, gentlemen. I must disagree with these gentlemen presently until this is irrefutably proved.
Everything is being done that can be done.
AKA, they're getting the hell out of here and save their own lives.
And Professor, you feel that there is a definite connection between the... Definite connection as far as Dr. Keller and myself.
Doctor, please. I thought we decided that is not proved yet.
Was the satellite, when the satellite was exploded?
Unusual amount of radiation, enough to cause mutation under certain circumstances.
Could have happened.
Have a bearing on it.
It does seem to have a bearing on it.
Will there be a reply for the
later?
Yes.
There will be a reply.
Yes.
Later this afternoon.
Later this afternoon, they say? Probably never.
Report this afternoon.
Perhaps there will be a report.
Yes.
A more
Later.
full report. Will you close the window?
We are doing everything possible to solve the problem.
I think these men are encouragement obsolete.
We've heard all we
know,
We
cowards.
have to try to get out of here.
He said the rescue stations have doctors and medical supplies. If we could get Karen there, we could get help for her.
Romero is one of the world's foremost authorities.
Exactly what's wrong with your daughter,
Science and
Karen?
technology.
Didn't even explain
I
what
saw a
happened.
sign that said Willard.
It's only about 17 miles from here.
You know this area. You from around here?
Judy and I are both from around here. We were on our way up to the lake to go swimming. And Judy
Like
had
to
a
go
radio,
swimming.
and we heard the
Don't you
first
mean
reports about
skinny
this.
dipping?
So we knew the old house was here, and we came in and found the lady upstairs dead. Then these other people came. We went down into the basement and put a bar across the door, and it is pretty strong.
How could we possibly get away from here? We've got a sick child, 2 women, 1 woman out of her head, 3 men, and the place is surrounded with these things.
For NASA. Dr. Grimes, your entire staff, I know, has been working very hard to find some solution to these things that are happening. Do you have any answers at this time?
Yes, we have some answers. But first, let me stress the importance of seeking medical attention for anyone who's been injured in any way. We don't know yet what complications might result from such injuries.
How bad has your
the
kid
mom
been
is
hurt?
starting to have second thoughts about her daughter.
Look, you go down there and tell Judy. Yeah, you tell Judy to come up here and you stay with the kid, all right?
In the cold room at the university, we had a cadaver from which all 4 limbs had been amputated. Sometime early this morning, it opened its eyes and began to move its trunk. It was dead, but it opened its eyes and tried to move.
Oh, good. She didn't attack you yet.
Did she ask for me?
She hasn't said anything.
I don't understand. Baby. It's Mommy. I heard.
And this is the only line you
I'll
get
come
from
back
this
down as
kid,
soon as I
and
find
that's
out
all
what
she
they
says in this movie.
Thank you,
I
Judy.
hurt.
The body should be disposed of at once, preferably by cremation.
Well, how
Wait a
long
minute,
after
cremation?
death, then, does
Did
the
anybody
body
see
become
Return of the Living Dead? It
It's only
turns
a
out
matter of
cremation didn't work because their ashes
Well, that
gets in
doesn't
the
give
grave
people time
and
to make
brings
any
out more
Oh,
dead
you're right.
bodies.
It doesn't give them time to make funeral arrangements. The bodies must be carried to the street and burned. They must be burned immediately. Soak them with gasoline and burn them.
Oh, yeah, burn.
The bereaved will have to forego the dubious comforts that a funeral service will give. They're just dead flesh and dangerous.
Yeah, dangerous because they're
Find some
packing
beds,
teeth.
spreads, or sheets to tear up into small strips, okay? Is there a fruit cellar here?
Yes.
We need some bottles or jars. Make Molotov cocktails and hold them off while we try to escape.
Hey, there's a big can of kerosene down there.
I'll see what I can find.
I'll look for the bottles.
There's a big key ring down there. There may be a key to the gas pump on it.
I'll check.
We can toss the cocktails from a window upstairs. Meantime, a couple of us can go out and try to get the gas and come back for the rest of the people.
But that'll leave a door open someplace.
Yeah, that's right. It better be this door.
Now, you see,
That's
Cooper's
closer
right
to the
about the
truck.
door part. Now,
Before
if
we
he
go out,
didn't
we'll
act
leave
like
some
such
supplies
a
behind the cellar
jackass,
door. While we're
people
gone,
would
the rest of
listen
you
to
can
him.
hold up in there.
I found some fruit jars in the cellar. And there's a key on here that's labeled
Instead
for
of
the
making
gas pump
Molotov
out
cocktails,
back.
we can make fruit cocktails.
I'm not really that used to the truck. I found it abandoned.
I can handle the truck, no sweat.
You're it then. You and I'll go.
You see, this is what gets the
We'll
part
put
right
whatever
there.
lumber we
You
find
look at
behind
each
the
other
cellar
to
door.
see if they hope they can make this out
You can
alive.
go upstairs and toss the cocktails from a
Don't
window.
even know if they're gonna
Tom, you and I
survive.
will have to unboard this door. After you toss the cocktails, you hustle back down here and lock this door. It's no good to board it up because we'll have to get back in quickly. After we get the gas and get back into the house, then we'll worry about getting everybody into the truck. Now let's move it.
No place to flee for safety, except to the rescue stations which have been set up. Indications are
Now
that
you can see that
before this
Cooper
emergency
here,
is over,
he's a little
we'll need
skeptic,
many
but he
more
does see
such
that
rescue
Ben's idea, his plan, may work.
You always have a smile for me. How can you smile like that all the time?
Maybe because she's...
Come on, honey, we gotta move.
Tom, are you sure about the phone?
The phone is dead out.
Yeah, that recorder always
All
kept
you get is a
repeating, "The phone
recorded
is dead,
message."
jerk."
If I could only call the folks. They're going to be so worried about us.
Well,
It'll be
judging
all
by
right.
the zombie plague here, I
As
think
soon as we get to
they're
Willard,
trying to
we'll
save
call them.
themselves.
They might even be
and
there.
Not being worried about you, probably
I
assume
know.
you might be dead.
Tom? Are you sure we're doing the right thing, Tom?
What, about getting out of here?
Yeah.
Well, the television said that's the right thing to do. We've got to get to a rescue station.
I don't know.
Come on, honey, you're starting to sound like Mr. Cooper now.
The only reason why
Why
she
do
sounds
you
like
have
Mr.
to go
Cooper is
out
because
there?
she's starting to think
Look,
he
I know
might
how
be
to
right.
handle that truck, and I can handle the pump. Ben doesn't know anything about that stuff.
But we're safe in here.
For how long, honey? We're safe now. But there's going to be more and more of those things.
I know all that.
I knew you know, I know you knew, I know you didn't, but I only knew that you know that I knew. Did you know that?
Listen, remember when we had the big flood? Remember how difficult it was for us to convince you that it was right to leave?
A big
remember,
flood?
Remember we had to go
I
to
want to know
Willard
to
then?
hear their story on the
This isn't a
flood
passing
part
thing,
instead
honey.
of the whole zombie craze.
It's not like just a wind passing through. We've got to do something, and fast.
It's his way of saying, when things like this happens, you gotta move your ass and do something
I just
about it.
don't want you to go out there, that's all.
Hey, Smiley, where's that big smile for me? Boy, you're sure no use at all, are you? We've got work to do, honey. And you...
Now it's time to make those Molotov fruit cocktails, because those zombies must be thirsty.
We better get her downstairs.
We have to go downstairs now, Barbara.
She's right. You have to go downstairs now, just for a little while, until we get back. Then we can all leave.
Oh, I'd like to leave. Yes.
That got her going. If we can all leave, she'll move. Now it's reverse hammer time.
Good luck.
Yeah.
I had my eye on you. I had my eye on you too. Okay, you zombies, you like cocktails? Cause this is gonna be extra spicy.
You ready upstairs? Yeah. Okay, toss them.
One Molotov fruit cocktail coming up. Come and get it, boys. Like that. There's another one coming up. And here comes a third. And I got a fourth one for you.
Fire bad! Fire bad! Why does that reminds me of some fire
No stripping. This ain't Chippendale. All we want is a big hug. Big group hug.
Get back in the cellar.
I'm going.
It's too late. It's too late.
Huh, and I thought Barbara was the dumb blonde.
Well, as you're coming, come on. Get in.
Again, in the head. You're aiming at the wrong target. Well, at least you're afraid of fire, so you can wave that MacGyver torch anywhere you go. Come on, all we want is a big group hug. All I want is fair change, not fire. Hey, no right. Humans only. Hey, daylight's breaking. Time to get this truck filled up with gas so they can get the hell out of there.
Come on! This key won't work.
Ah, damn it. Wrong key. I don't think that's a good idea to destroy the lock with a gun.
What's the torch?
You gotta get away from the pump.
Death, but Ben here is trying to keep all the zombies away from him.
Let's get out of here. Come on, come on.
My jacket's gone.
Does your jacket want her dead? Goodness gracious, great balls of fire! That's why I don't wear jackets with loops or anything that can get hooked on easily. Very good marksman because you're supposed to be shooting him in the head. Fire bad again. There's Joe DeRita, aka Killer Joe. I didn't know he became a zombie. Ben could wave that torch around real fast, he can almost write his name.
Coming in! Cooper! Cooper!
Oh, you're gonna get it, you big dummy. But first help him seal up the door. Or did they use that song in one of SpongeBob's episodes? Okay, I can tell he is not aiming at his face when he's punching him. Poor coordination on the fighting scene. Just like those stormtroopers not aiming at the right target.
All right. drag you out there and feed you those things.
Well, that's what you get for being a jackass. People would like to say mean things to you. Barbecue human meat, come and get it. Well, at least the zombie has a hot meal. Having a cookout. I hear a lot of people say after seeing that scene, most people decided to become vegetarians, and maybe in these standards, maybe make people become vegan. But me, once a carnivore, always a carnivore. I can watch this stuff all the time, and I'm always hungry for some meat. Animal meat, that is. Oh yeah, speaking of animal meat, that's exactly what they were using behind the scenes. I mean, sorry for doing a bit of a commentary here, but that is cow meat they use, and they were pretending that they're eating it raw, even though they're not. They just take a bite, chew it, and when the director says cut, they just get a bucket and just spit it out.
Isn't it 3 o'clock yet? There's supposed to be another broadcast at 3 o'clock.
10 minutes.
Oh.
Well, sadly for
10 more
Barbara,
minutes?
she's not getting out of here.
We don't have very long to wait. We can leave. Well, we'd better leave soon. It's 10 minutes to 3.
You know anything about this area at all? I mean, is Willard the nearest town?
I don't know. We were just trying
Okay,
to get
bit of
to
a story time for
motel
them.
before dark.
You say those things turned your car over. You think we can get it back on its wheels and drive it? Where is it?
Seems like it was pretty far away. Seems like we ran.
Forget it. It's at least a mile.
Johnny has the keys.
Saying
gonna
random
carry that
stuff.
child a
Johnny
mile
has the keys.
through that army of things out there?
Of course,
I can
but
carry
the
the
car wouldn't be fixed.
What's wrong with her? How'd she get hurt?
Hit a tree, of course.
One of those things grabbed her.
Bit her on the arm.
What's wrong?
Who knows what kind of disease those things carry?
Uh-huh.
Is she conscious?
Foreshadowing.
Barely.
She can't walk. She's too weak.
Well, one of us could try to get to the car.
You gonna turn it over by yourself?
You can't start the car. Johnny has the keys.
Uh-huh. Barbara, they're talking about Mr. Cooper's car
have
that
a
they
car?
turned over.
Where?
Not
Where
the
is
car that you
Won't be able
put
to
in
start it.
neutral and
Yeah,
then
I know. But
crash
where
into the
is
tree.
it?
Since they're busy eating, time to turn on the television, see what we can get any updates on the news. You know what that reminds me of? That scene from the movie Day of the Dead, where that bad guy gets ripped
Being
apart by
monitored
zombies
closely by
and he kept
scientists and
repeating
all the
himself,
radiation
"Choke
detection
on them!
stations.
Choke on
This
them!"
hour, they report the level of the mysterious radiation continues to increase steadily. So long as this situation remains, government spokesmen warn that dead bodies will continue to be transformed into the flesh-eating ghouls. All persons
Yeah,
who
that's
die
right. I
during
heard
this
about
crisis,
that
from whatever
George A.
cause,
Romero never did
come
call them
back to
zombies
life
to
to
begin
seek human
with.
victims,
He called them
unless their
ghouls
bodies are
in the
first
movie
disposed of
until
by
people
cremation.
now starts
Our
calling
news
them
cameras
zombies.
have just returned from covering such a search and destroy operation against the ghouls. This one conducted by Sheriff Conan McClellan in Butler County, Pennsylvania. So now let's go to that film report. All law enforcement agencies and the military have been organized to search out and destroy the marauding ghouls. The Survival Command Center at the Pentagon has disclosed that a ghoul can be killed by a shot in the head or a heavy blow to the skull.
Is that Michael
Officials are
Imperioli with
quoted
a
as
cigar?
explaining that since the brain of a ghoul has been activated by the radiation, the plan is kill the brain and you kill the ghoul.
What do you think from the supply wagon, Cuss?
No, we're all right.
Is that Dennis Franz from NYPD Blues wearing a hat?
Chief
A little
McClellan,
known
how's
fact,
everything
do you know
going?
that reporter is Chili Billy, the horror host? Yeah, back then, we used to have local TV horror hosts who always host horror movies.
Well, we killed 19 of them today right in this area. Those last 3 we caught trying to claw their way into an abandoned shed. They must have thought somebody was in there. There wasn't, though. We heard them making all kind of noise. We came over and beat them off, blasted them down.
Chief, as soon as you're finished, can I see you here?
Yeah, okay.
Chief, if I were surrounded by 6 or 8 of these things, would I stand a chance with them?
Well, there's no problem. If you had a gun, shoot them in the head. That's a sure way to kill them. If you don't, get yourself a club or a torch. Beat them or burn them. They go up pretty easy.
Well, Chief McClellan, how long do you think it will take you until you get the situation under control?
Well, that's pretty hard to say. We don't know how many of them there are. We know when we find them, we can kill them.
Are they slow-moving, Chief?
Yeah, they're dead. They're all messed up.
Well,
now, here's the funny part. When I was a young kid, when I heard that line, I thought he said they're all screwed up.
We don't really know.
Yeah, they're dead. They're all screwed up.
Probably into the early morning. We're working our way toward Willard, and we'll team up with the National Guard over there, and then we'll be able to give a more definite view.
Thank you very much, Chief McClellan. This is Bill Cardill, WIC TV 11 News.
Thank you, Bill, for that report. Official spokesman declined to speculate just how long it may take to kill off all the flesh eaters, so long as the heavy rain...
They cut the power! What do you mean they cut the power? How can they cut the power, man? Those guys are like animals!
Is the fuse box in the cellar?
I don't know.
Maybe we should call the electric company. No, wait, the phones are dead.
It isn't the fuse. The power lines are down. Helen, I have to get that gun.
Haven't you had enough?
But
yeah, seriously, you big
dead
dummy.
Already on account of that guy. Take a look out that window. Get...
Oh, great. Now they're picking up rocks and clubs and start bashing in the door. How can they do that, man? They're like animals. Well, they busted the glass. That means those boards are no good. Here comes the same song they used on SpongeBob. They're all just standing close to the boards and the doors to make sure they don't bust through, while Cooper just standing there, waiting for somebody to go into the cellar.
Stay up here now? Helen, get the cellar. Get the cellar now! Move!
Well, that's what you get for being the jackass in the movie. People hate you so much that they will kill you. Now those zombies are just busting through the window and busting through the door like the Kool-Aid guy. Oh yeah! I know what you're thinking. Mr. Cooper is getting all zombified because he's not shot in the head, so he might eat his daughter. Well, think again. Now, can anybody give me some spare change? About darn time that Barbara decided to get up off her ass and help. There you have it. Karen is now a zombie and she's eaten her dad's arm. After she's done eating her dad, she's now going after her mama.
Oh, baby. Baby.
Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. Instead of biting her, she's gonna stab her? Well, I hope Psycho's gonna have a run for his money. Okay, can somebody turn off the echo on the mic? That is really annoying. Meanwhile, in the upstairs of the house, here's Johnny, and I'm coming to get you, Barbara. Give your brother Johnny a big hug. Well, turns out that everybody is gone except Ben. He needs to get into the cellar. I guess Mr. Cooper was right. Sir, do you have any spare change? Get off him, you little brat. Well, Mr. Cooper is right. The cellar is the safest place. If we didn't act like such a jackass, maybe everybody would listen. I knew Ben would never go into the cellar. Honey, I'm home, and I brought gas. For goodness sakes, put a shirt on. There's a child present here. Hey, there's Meatloaf shaking the piano. Well, he knows Mr. Cooper is dead, but didn't even thought that the girl would kill her mother. Well, Ben was right about one thing. He knew about what kind of disease these things spread. The reason why he fired him more at once because he really pissed him off. She must have bit him when she stabbed him. You never know if those things decide to bust through the door and get to you. Hey, it's Grandmama from the Addams Family.
Ah, morning finally came, and all that is calm and cool. And here comes the cavalry. What took them so long? Hunters, we're hunters, we're hunters, we're hunters, and the hunt. We're hunters, we're hunters, we're runners, we're runners, and the hunting we will go.
We're going out playing fetch? No. Zombie hunting.
Hey, Vince, Al, you want to get about 4 or 5 men and a couple dogs? There's a house over here behind those trees. We want to go check it out.
Right,
You stay here, Bill.
Yeah, Chief, we're going to stay with it till we meet up with the National Guard.
Where'd you get the coffee?
One of the volunteers, you're doing all the work, you take it.
Thank you.
There was cherry
We should
pie
be
along
wrapped
with
up
it,
here
but
about
we
3 or
ate
4
it.
more hours.
But
We'll
the-
probably get
the
in
coffee's
the lower
really
down.
damn
I guess
fine.
you can go over there and meet the National Guard. Nick, you and the rest of these men want to come with me?
Well, Bill, I'm checking the office, see what's happening. All right, Steve, tell them we're going to stay with it, and everything appears to be under control.
Everything is under control. Tell that to Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, Land of the Dead, Diary of the Dead, and Survival of the Dead. Hey Ben, wake up! Reinforcements are coming. Well, those hunters are pretty much killing off every single zombie they come across.
They need you down there by the barn. Some of these guys can follow the wagon down. I only need a few men to check out the house. Somebody had a cookout here, Vince.
Funny, that's what I said. Oh, I lost my contact lens.
He's the dead one. Get up here. Nick, Tony, Steve, you want to get out in that field and build me a bonfire?
Ben, I don't think you want to
drag that
sneak
outta here and
around
throw
the
it on the
house
fire.
where those guys
Nothing
got their
down
guns.
here?
They might mistake
All right,
you
go
as a
ahead, Don,
zombie.
and give 'em a
I think it's
hand.
best if you
Let's go
speak
check
up
out
and
the
say,
house. There's something
"Hey,
there.
is
I
anybody
didn't know."
alive out there?"
All right, Vince, hit him in the head, right between the eyes.
Told ya. Oh well. I always hear
Good
in most
shot.
movies,
Okay,
most horror
he's
movies,
dead. Let's
the
go
black
get him.
person
That's
dies
another one
first,
for
but
the
this is
fire.
ridiculous. But what do you expect? This is a zombie movie. There is no happy ending in a zombie film.
All right, send the wagon through directly out. Over.
Keep those dogs back off of those things.
Well, since it's the critics anyway, I hope you guys enjoy me doing a riff of Night of the Living Dead. I do have a lot more fun riffing this movie than you people just hearing me blab out some things. And I know sometimes I know that some of my jokes ain't exactly a hit or miss because it's just, this is my first riff I ever made. And if any of you wanted to know the backstory of some of these people, please look up the comic book adaptation they made. It's a prequel story, and it's also a sequel, like what happened before the characters had a zombie incursion, and of course what happened after, like somehow Barbara survived and became a badass. But this is Michael A. Grimm, aka The Multi-Voice, telling you guys, hope you enjoy this movie. Please leave a comment, hit like, and subscribe, and see you later.
Hey, Randy, light these torches over here.